Okay, we're all tacked up here on the other side there, and I'm gonna start looking at welding out the backside there. So. Okay guys, I think that's as far as I'm gonna weld on this side. Anyway, this is the back side, so I'll fully weld out the front. I don't think I'm gonna bother doing much more welding on the back side there. I think it'll be solid enough with just the front being fully welded out there, so let's get going on that. Okay guys, we have the top of the bumper welded out here. Not necessarily my prettiest welds ever, but I think they'll work, they'll hold, and it's all welded on the other side as well. So I'm gonna take care of the front of the bumper, or back I guess. I'll get after that right now. Okay, we're fully welded out for the front here. Turned out pretty good. Lots of buffing to do, lots of buffing and grinding, but it'll look good afterwards. Hey guys, so got the bumper. It's just resting on my hitch right now, but basically from where I left you, all I've done really is cut out this little notch here to fit around the hitch, and I spent some time cutting these out. Now this is what I'm going to use to just kind of, oh, wrong way, mark this stuff up, because I got a picture that I'm going off of basically, but that's about it, eh? So pretty much making this up as I go. So I'm going to get these taped on there on each side and keep on marking stuff out, and we'll start cutting some steel again, so hang in there. Okay, so we got these taped on there. The wind just picked up, of course, because that's the way she goes. So quick couple more measurements and we'll be looking pretty good. That's the general idea of it though. We'll build it out of something other than Pilsner boxes. I think it'll turn out pretty slick. Alright guys, check it out. I'm super stoked. I finally got this plate steel. It was sitting on the floor for the whole project so far. I have it about, I don't know, 18 inches, maybe 2 feet up off the ground now, which is huge for me. It's going to be awesome for saving you guys back, basically. But anyway, I'm going to just carry on with cutting these pieces out here. I have 4 left to do before I start tacking stuff up again. So let's get going on that. Nice. One more piece. Alright guys, I got my 3 pieces for the, that would be the passenger side. Cut out, ready to go. I'm just gonna spend a hot minute here buffing out little burrs and whatnot like that guy has there on these 3 pieces just before I get tacking. Okay guys, this is what I'm working with currently. My little magnet there, welding magnet or welder's magnet, or whatever you call these things, wasn't strong enough to hold up the 1/4 inch plate steel here, so Just have a straight piece of angle iron and a couple of sets of C-clamps here. I did end up beveling the this little bit of steel here as well, just to get a little bit of a better weld in there. So hopefully that'll work out for me. So I'm going to tack this up and see how that looks. So. Oh yeah, that pulled it a bit. Okay, there's the next piece. As you guys saw earlier, this top part pulled up a little bit when I did that last tack. So there's a space there, but I'll pull it down once I get this guy a little more solidly tacked in place. Basically, I just got it resting on a piece of angle iron and using the old magnet again. When I first got that magnet, it came with a kit. I don't think I ever would have bought one, but it's quite handy actually. Like I use it a shitload now. So okay, let's tack this guy up. Alright guys, with some minor tweaking, a little bit of trimming, I got this final piece here to fit in there nice, so we're going to tack this in there and then we'll be done tacking this side until I build some more pieces, so let's do it. Okay, check it out. That's one part of the passenger side of the rear bumper tacked up. Looking pretty good. Alright guys, we got this other side lined up, ready to go. I'm going to tack this in place, same as the other side, and get this geared up, ready to go, same as the other side. Better turn that on. Alright guys, check it out. We are tacked up. And this bumper is looking boss. I'm pretty happy with that for sure. So I am going to spend some time welding the backside out a little bit on the edges there. And then I'll look at adding some more stiffeners and adding some more wherever I need to. So. Okay guys, check it out. We are fully welded out here for the outside of the bumpers. I gotta figure out a better name for those, but that's where we're at right now. Looking pretty slick. Again, still didn't weld it. Oh, that's hot. Still didn't weld that part out. Waiting on that until I can turn this thing vertical. In the meantime, I'm going to start, man, that looks boss. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so I'm gonna start cutting our pieces here. The piece that'll cover this section here, as well as I might just do I'm not too sure with that yet. We'll cover this, maybe just go straight back with a piece here, and then another piece here, and then straight back again. I'll have to do some designing with that. I'm not too sure what I'm going to do yet there. So anyway, that's what we're going to be getting after now. So, all right guys, this is what I have made out of cardboard. I think that's what I'm going to do to enclose this. A lot of angles, a lot of measuring. Wasn't a very good time to be honest, but yeah, that's what we're going to work with. So I'm going to fab that up out of steel there. I didn't make one for the other side there. I'll probably just transfer this over. I mean, they're the same, so I'll transfer this over, flip it, like invert it, I guess, and make sure it's all going to fit before I cut any steel. But yeah, that's the game plan. So I'm going to start cutting some steel for that. Okay guys, I got my 3 pieces cut here. They're all ready to go. They fit in there pretty well. It's a bit of a nightmare measuring all these and marking them out and getting it all lined up. So, but yeah, we're finally ready to tack this stuff in place. So I'm going to start taking care of that right now. So. Alright guys, we got both ends tacked up here. Looking pretty good. Added some pretty solid weight to this for sure, but it's a lot more rigid and it's not going to collect any dust or water or whatever. So I'm going to spend some time welding this out. I don't think I'm going to film that for you guys. I think you've seen me welding this kind of stuff out enough on these videos. So what I'm going to do is weld those guys out, and then I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, we are welded out up in here. Everything is 100% welded out. That took a long time, but it's the same thing on the other side here. One thing I didn't notice until right now, when I flip this thing over, is this lip that I have. That is still hot. This lip that I have here is about 1/4 inch space between this and the rest of the bumper frame. So that is some pretty serious mismeasuring on my part, so I'm not too sure what I'm going to do about that. If I flip this thing over, oh, it's getting heavy now too. So if I flip this over, what I could do is add a little strip just along here. For show is all it would be, unfortunately, and I really am not too keen on that because that's exactly what I'm trying to avoid. That's why I ended up enclosing this, is because I don't want to have a salt and dirt and water collector, and that's going to end up pretty well right in line with my back tires where everything's going to be getting kicked up and whatnot. And I'm not going to be building some silly mud flap thing to go between the, like, I'm not going to be building a mud flap to protect my bumper, right? So that's something I will be working on figuring out here in the next video. Probably this one's getting pretty long, so I think I'll actually end that here. So yeah, stay tuned for the next video. I'll figure out what I'm going to be doing with this lip here, and we'll be installing our actual mounts, bumper mounts, which I have fabbed up here ready to go. That's these guys here. So those will be going right into the frame of the Jeep. So, and they'll come through the bumper, and then I'll put shackles on the other side because those are sweet and incredibly handy. And yeah, I'll probably end up, once I have these welded in place, I'll probably do some cantilever brackets, some little angle pieces. I think I might have a couple of, this is all the scrap I've produced so far with that sheet of steel. So do some sort of cantilever bracket, something like this in there, just to stiffen it up a little bit. And I might actually throw some of those along the bumper as well. I don't think it'll need it. I mean, it's 1/4 inch, but I don't know, if I end up needing to get pulled out, or someone rear ends me or something, I don't think I'm gonna have a problem with this as it is. So anyway, thanks for watching, and let's stay tuned for the next video. See you guys.